Hey, Shorty.
Hey, I'll be switching over to the 2 weeks. I'm sorry, to the Z contract here for December. So I'm gonna make all my levels tonight, rework them, and so hopefully you guys are not confused on that, and go from there. Any questions? You guys good?
Sounds good.
All right. All right, well, let's
Okay.
get. So I'm gonna start off first on monthly profiles here. I had the weekly. I was just looking to see what it looks like. Start on the monthlies, and we can do that here on the. Let's just kind of flip it. So this is kind of what the picture is telling us here. So here's your July value area highs all the way at the top at 57.80. Don't be Jake. We did not gap up. There's no gap ups here. It's just a contract switch, right? So here's the August. I'm gonna mark August value area high. And then this area here is gonna be probably the most important area that, you know, look above and fail of this zone here is gonna set up a major downfall on the market. If they're able to clear 57, let's say 02-ish, and hold, let's say go to 57.30, and then they could target 57.80, the all-time high. Okay, any questions so far? Right now, we're just in a balance right now for a month of September, right? You guys see that we're in the middle of it. We're still inside of it. Doesn't look like the best profile in terms of volume, but here's your developing, here's your value area high, which matches our prior week value area. Remember the 2 weeks balance that we had here? This is the extreme seg1 sitting up here. So that's a big level that we are kind of coming up, and we rejected that Friday a few times. So we're in balance on the monthly, but when you look at the profiles, we're still printing an inside mount. And when you look kind of broader picture, this comes out to be what? What is this to you guys here?
Bracket.
It just looks like a nice little bracket, right? So it's not a bad idea to kind of draw this. You can probably do this on the regular contract, but you know, to draw and see where's the 4-month volume on it, right? For me, I'm gonna keep this as a key level, and then if we crack 730, most likely all-time highs are coming in because there are some gaps that they're gonna have to fill as well here. Okay, so monthly's imbalance. I would say 702 is gonna be big. They're gonna have to hold, I would say 804 here with everything they got, and we'll look at that right now. Let me shift this to a weekly. So this is the 2-week balance that I was talking about here. If you guys look at the volume here, you just grab the 2 weeks and make sure it doesn't extend. Here's this. 2 week, I don't know why I shifted, sure, I'll shift it up too. So if you think about it, what level do we not want to lose now? And I know some of you guys might be lost with the levels with the shift. Do you guys remember the 85 level? That would be our 5642 level. Does this make sense? Prior to week 2 low here? That
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will definitely watch now. They're most likely, I don't know where they are, ETH, but they want to test the top bracket here. And this is typically, you know, if you think about August being right here, you know, this is where you can have some rejections where we look above and fails. And then, and I think we have a lots of news this week. If I remember correctly, I think J Pow's on, if I remember correctly, we can take a look at that as well. Let's see
It
what
was just shot at again tonight.
I think that's Wednesday.
So let's see, we got some bill. Some Fed speaking. When's the FOMC? Okay, Wednesday. And the decision rate's Wednesday. So I think I wouldn't be shocked, right, if we were to see some consolidation here inside the prior 2-week bracket, because that's a normal behavior, right? Once you enter the bracket that you're going to trade away and maybe we dip below here, they get excited short and they spike it to all-time highs. Those are all potential setups, right, that they can play, but I would size down this week dramatically for many of you. I would, reduce your size by quite a bit. The PVP on weekly. Take a look at it. Wow, that is a really bad profile. It just looks very bad here. I wasn't even able to see this. There's not much here, but it's probably because of the contract too. As of right now, it looks like we're a little bit low. I'm gonna mark this guy here. Rockets, are you guys switching to December? All of you guys, anyone? I think TradingView is gonna switch you anyways Monday. So that's why I'm doing this on a December contract. And if you look at the volume here, guys, total volume picked up quite a bit on December contract Friday. This is Friday, September 13th. We picked up a lot. Block trades were pretty good size here. Hence the switch for me.
I think it's switching on Tuesday, it says.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just gonna switch
Yep.
now, and I guess we can go.
If you're switching, we're switching then, Shorty.
See.
I'm sorry, how do you switch?
If you type in ES, then you expand here. So you have this little alphabet with ESUZH, and Z is December. So that's the contract that I'm on now.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Usually when I'm month 10, I'll just go ES here and chart ES, continuous contract. Right.
That's how I like doing it too.
It just makes my life easier, honestly.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna go back. So I'll mark these. So what'd you guys notice about the weekly profile? Value area is pretty tight, I would say, right? If they're able to go below 56.14, what does that tell you? Like, let's say they lose 21 and they dip inside the 14 here.
Just bearish.
Well, that would mean, price
Value's not
acceptance
accepted.
wise, we're not accepting right here. And if most likely you'll be targeting somewhere 54.80s or so. We didn't really spend a lot of time here either, right? We had some weird days where we kind of went up. Volume was not agreeing on this on the continuous contract either, so I'm not yet convinced that maybe they can run it with the the interest rate hikes and stuff or cuts, but I'm not convinced that they are done with pullbacks. I think a spike up and then a reversal would probably do the best. And interest rate cuts are usually bearish for the market. I'm just gonna hide candles. Is there anything unusual on this day?
Elongated.
I like to mark these levels because they end up taking some profit levels here. This is going to be a fairly important zone at some point. That's going to be an important zone. Do you guys remember this level at all? Similar level when we had that weekly profile? When we were separating the two zones? You guys recall that?
Yeah, I had like a double distribution.
So it's Thursday access low. Man, they had a nice distribution here at the top. See, this is a really nice node here, guys. This is really nice distribution here. So if you guys think about this, you know, we opened value area highs at the top. This is going to be their battleground right here. Let's see, this is your Friday's buying tail. Access low or buying tail, whatever you guys want to call it, unfair low. Why am I marking these? Why am I marking these access tails?
To know where the sellers and buyers are.
Well, we want to know where, where the hands started changing hands from short term to other time frame participants.
Yeah, other time frame, right?
Do you have any spikes? I don't think so. That pretty boring day for the close. Yeah, so now if you guys take a look at this, what was the market telling you here? So obviously we started A, the B period went higher. C, dipped a little bit too far into the B in my opinion. And then also it went above, right? We haven't really had an exploration higher that triggered buyers, did it?
No,
So where's the value?
right there where all those letters are.
I mean, literally where the, but when you think about it, if this is our value, let's say right here, and if we peak above and we fail, that's very bearish in this sense, right? And what the market or the tool calculated is the value was built kind of inside here. And you see the L period went below, and L period also created what?
Us.
An outside period.
Outside bar.
And then the M, but they were not able to do it and capitalize on that, right? So to me, it seems like there's a little bit of weak buyers coming in right now into the market. I guess we'll find out tomorrow what they're gonna do, or Wednesday would be, probably the most important day for the market for the remainder of the year. You have to think the logic is gonna be thrown out of the window. Don't challenge yourself and say, oh man, bearish rate cuts, why are we dumping? And everybody will probably go short. Market's probably gonna rip, and then people are gonna justify their actions, right? Do not base it off of what happened in the past in terms of news, because they can change the script. The only thing they can change is the setups that you see on the screen. So please don't, if you can't, don't trade it. The best is not to trade it. If you're not familiar how to trade it, don't trade it. And it's gonna be a boring, probably Monday is gonna be the best day. Tuesday is gonna be super boring. I would suggest you guys, wash your car Tuesday. Wednesday is gonna be good till, it's gonna be boring till 2 o'clock or like 1:30. Then you're gonna get volatility, and something's gonna happen, right? So Tuesday, I would say treat yourself with a day off. because it's gonna be horrible to trade in my opinion, but let's see. Okay. So what is the key level that we have to hold?
PDPLC.
If you want to remain bullish, what is the level they can't lose?
PD value area low.
Exactly, PD value area low, because right now, if you said that you're agreeing here, right, in this spot, but if you lose it, how far are you from this previous 2-week low?
Yeah.
I mean, this happens fairly quick. And if they're able to eat this axis here, this is your, I would say this is your, go ahead for short would be somewhere here. And when I mean go ahead for a short, there's a potential for a dump if you break the 65 here. You break this, most likely you're headed to 628, and then ultimately you would probably go to the bottom of this value here, or at least here, 655, 69. It's gonna take me a second to get these levels down. And in a bigger picture, like you guys see that we went down and we're back in, right? They bought it back up, and now it's if they're able to crack this high here, let's say 730, well, I can tell you where we can go and what level they would be targeting.
All time high.
Well, it would be beyond that. So it would be 5,800, and then it would be 5,892 that we would be targeting here. And when you guys think about it, if you take this bracket, let's say you take this bracket and take it here, well, you can also do that on the top and find, well, that never happened in my life before.
Mhm.
Where I matched exactly. Wow. So these would be the next levels. If we're able to crack the 5730, I wouldn't be shocked if they're able to kind of go. Why is this? Why is it not doing it? So for me, as long as they hold this PD value area low, there's no reason to be bearish. Especially if they pop over, let's say PD POC, they crack inside, like they do this. Oh man, this can lead. You're talking about 20 points here, and then ultimately the 30 here. This would be something I'm watching. If they fail to hold below, reclaim, then you're targeting somewhere around here, guys. First of
They're
all,
already at 89 today. 689.
it'll take me a second to figure that out. The levels. Oh, they're already a little bit lower side. That's good. So I would say most likely they're gonna test 82, 84 here in the next couple of minutes for all you druggies. Okay. But other than that, I'll trade live, and I will do the stocks game tomorrow morning just because I've told my wife and the kids. We gave them brownies and ice cream right before bed, so probably a bad call, but they're all awake. If you wanted to
Yeah.
treat them something nice with the fire and brownies and ice cream, and we made a mistake. They're
Yeah.
all awake now.
Gonna be a long night.
Hopefully not. I think she just gave them melatonin to help us out.
Yep.
Yeah, all three of them are wired now. Okay, I'll trade live. I will probably not trade Tuesday, just a heads up, because I'd rather not stare at the screen and candles not moving. And for a lot of you guys that are struggling, building discipline, taking a day off is actually, it works out for your discipline. Even if you watch the screen but take a day off from trading is even a bigger challenge. When you're not next to a screen, you're not going to trade. But if you're watching the screen and you say, I'm taking a day off in terms of trades, that's actually really good for yourself to work on the discipline aspect. I'll write up in the Shorty's corner for the week and for tomorrow, at least my thoughts and key levels. Just remember, I'm switching to the Z contract, so if you're not on, I will not be able to speak to the levels that you guys have. I'm not saying you have to move, but don't ask me levels because I will not know them.
Thank you, Shorty.
Okay, all right, guys. See you guys tomorrow.
Thanks,
Good
Sean.
night.
Thank you.